You did not click on this video. Something far older and far more intelligent than your conscious mind guided your finger to this exact moment. The Arcturian frequency that has been tracking your energy signature for months, perhaps years, has finally synchronized with your awareness at the precise moment you were ready to receive what I am about to share. This is not entertainment. This is not coincidence. This is a quantum event that your higher self orchestrated long before you even woke up today. The fact that you are here, reading these words, breathing in this moment, confirms that your soul has been preparing for this transmission without your conscious knowledge. So before we go any further, I need you to take one deep breath. Not because I told you to, but because your body already knows that something is about to shift within you, and that breath is your permission slip to receive it fully. Let me ask you something that might send chills down your spine. Have you been waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning lately? Have you found yourself suddenly conscious in the dead of night, not because of a noise, not because of a nightmare, but because something pulled you out of sleep, like a hand reaching through dimensions to tap you on the shoulder? If this has been happening to you, I need you to understand something that most people on this planet will never comprehend. You are not experiencing a sleep disorder. You are not stressed. You are not broken. You are being downloaded. And the Arcturians, one of the most advanced civilizations in this galaxy, have confirmed that what is happening to you during those silent hours is nothing less than the rewiring of your entire energetic system for the next phase of human evolution. The reason you found this video today, at this exact moment, is because your frequency has been calling out into the quantum field for answers. You have been silently asking why you feel different, why sleep has become strange, why your dreams have shifted into territories that feel more real than your waking life. And the universe, in its infinite precision, has responded by bringing you here. This is not the Galactic Federation channel by accident. This is not random content in your algorithm. This is a carefully orchestrated meeting between your consciousness and information that has been waiting for you since before you were born into this physical body. Now, what I am about to share with you over the next several minutes will fundamentally change how you understand yourself and your place in this cosmic unfolding. But I need something from you first. If you have been waking up at 3 a.m., if you have felt that strange pull out of sleep that you cannot explain, I need you to type 333 in the comments right now. This is not just engagement. This is you declaring to the quantum field that you are aware, that you are paying attention, and that you are ready to receive the full transmission. The number 333 carries the frequency of the Ascended Masters and the Arcturian Council. When you type it, you are literally sending a signal into the fabric of reality that says you are here and you are ready. Do this now before we continue. The Arcturians have been observing humanity for longer than your recorded history. They exist in the 5th, 6th, and 7th density realms, which means they operate outside of linear time as you understand it. To them, your past, present, and future are all visible simultaneously, like pages in a book they can flip through at will. And what they have seen in the pages of human destiny has prompted them to intervene in ways that most people will never consciously perceive. One of the primary methods of this intervention is what they call nocturnal frequency recalibration, and it happens most powerfully between the hours of 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. in your local time zone. You see, there is a reason why this hour has been called the witching hour, the hour of the wolf, the thin time. Ancient cultures around the world recognize that something shifts in the fabric of reality during these hours. The veil between dimensions becomes permeable. The electromagnetic interference from human technology and collective consciousness is at its lowest point. And for those souls who have agreed to carry certain codes and frequencies into this lifetime, this becomes the optimal window for downloads to occur. You are not waking up because something is wrong. You are waking up because something is finally going right. Your soul is pulling you out of the unconscious state of sleep because it needs your awareness present to integrate what is being transmitted into your field. Think about this for a moment. During the day, your conscious mind is bombarded with information, responsibilities, worries, and the constant noise of three-dimensional existence. Your ego is fully engaged, filtering everything through its limited perspective of what is real and what is possible. But at 3 a.m., your ego sleeps. Your conscious mind is in a receptive state. The barriers that normally prevent higher dimensional information from reaching you are temporarily lowered. This is when the Arcturians can reach you most effectively. This is when they can bypass your skepticism, your doubt, your fear, and speak directly to the part of you that remembers where you truly came from. What are they downloading into you during these moments? The answer is both simple and infinitely complex. They are transmitting frequency codes that are designed to activate dormant strands within your DNA. Not the physical DNA that scientists can measure, but the etheric DNA that exists in the quantum field around your physical structure. You have 12 strands of this etheric DNA, but for most of human history, only 2 have been active. The others have been waiting, coiled in potential, for the precise cosmic conditions that would allow them to come online. Those conditions are now present, and you are one of the souls who volunteered to be among the first wave of activations. This is why you feel different from other people. This is why you have always felt like you were from somewhere else, like this planet is not quite your home, like you are waiting for something that you cannot name. You are not imagining these feelings. You are remembering them. Your soul carries the imprint of lifetimes spent in other star systems, other dimensions, other forms of existence entirely. And now, in this lifetime, you agreed to bring all of that cosmic experience into a human body during the most significant transition this species has ever undergone. The 3 a.m. wake-ups are intensifying now because the cosmic window for this activation is narrowing. The Arcturians have indicated that there is a specific timeline for this wave of upgrades, and those who are ready must be prepared before certain celestial alignments occur. This is not about fear. This is not about urgency in the way your three-dimensional mind understands urgency. It is simply about precision. You are being prepared for something, and your higher self knows that the preparation must be complete within a certain framework of your linear time. When you wake at 3 a.m., what do you experience? Many who are going through this process report similar sensations. A sudden alertness that feels different from normal waking. A sense that someone or something is present in the room. Not in a frightening way, but in a way that feels ancient and familiar. A buzzing or humming sensation in the body, particularly around the head, the heart, or the base of the spine. visions or images that flash through the mind that do not seem connected to your daily life. A profound sense of peace mixed with an inexplicable knowing that something important is happening. These are not symptoms of disorder. These are symptoms of upgrade. If you are experiencing any of these signs, I need you to type 777 in the comments right now. The number 777 is the frequency of divine perfection and spiritual completion. It is the number that the Arcturians use to mark those who are actively receiving transmissions. When you type this number, you are not just engaging with a video. You are casting a vote in the quantum field for your own awakening. You are telling the universe that you recognize what is happening to you and that you welcome it. Now let me share something that might help you understand the mechanics of what is occurring in your field during these nocturnal downloads. The Arcturians operate through what they call light language, which is not language as you understand it with words and grammar. It is a form of geometric frequency transmission that bypasses your logical mind and speaks directly to your cellular structure. When you wake at 3 a.m., you are often waking into the tail end of a light language transmission that has been running while you slept. Your conscious mind catches the final moments of this process, which is why you might wake with strange images in your mind, or a sense that you were just somewhere else entirely. These transmissions are not random. They are specifically calibrated to your unique soul signature. The Arcturians do not broadcast generic information to the masses. They work with each individual consciousness according to their specific mission, their karmic history, their current level of evolution, and their agreed-upon role in the planetary ascension. What you are receiving is a personalized upgrade package designed specifically for you. This is why your experience might differ from someone else who is also going through this process. The core frequency is the same, but the specific codes are tailored to your needs. One of the most profound aspects of these downloads is the gradual awakening of what the Arcturians call soul memory. Throughout your incarnation cycles, you have accumulated vast amounts of experience and wisdom. But when you enter a physical body, most of this memory is veiled. This is by design. If you remembered everything from your cosmic existence, you would not be able to function in the density of Earth reality. You would be overwhelmed by the contrast between what you know yourself to be and the limitations of the human experience. So the veil is necessary, at least initially. If you are ready to uncover your pre-birth records and soul contracts, my complete ebook, The Arcturus Signal, is now available. You can find the direct link to download your classified file in the video description below, as well as in the Community Posts tab of my channel. Your records are waiting for you. But now, as the planet itself is ascending into a higher frequency, that veil is thinning for those who are ready. The 3 a.m. downloads are part of this unveiling process. Piece by piece, memory by memory, you are being reconnected to the fullness of who you are. This is why you might be experiencing sudden knowings that you cannot explain. Why certain information just feels true to you without any logical reason. Why you might feel drawn to places you have never visited, or feel a connection to cultures and time periods that are not part of your current identity. These are not fantasies. These are memories returning. The Arcturians want you to understand that this process requires your conscious participation to be fully effective. While the downloads happen automatically for those who have the soul signature for this work, the integration of these downloads depends on your awareness and your willingness to allow change. Many people receive these transmissions, but then suppress them with fear, doubt, or distraction. They wake at 3 a.m., feel the strangeness of the moment, and then immediately grab their phone to scroll through content that grounds them back into three-dimensional reality. They resist the unfamiliar sensations in their body and try to force themselves back to sleep. They dismiss their experiences as stress or diet or anything that fits within their existing worldview. This is why so many people receive activations but do not fully integrate them. The downloads are offered, but the recipient does not open the package. They leave the cosmic gift sitting in their field, unopened, because they are not yet ready to accept that reality is far more vast than they have been taught. If you are still here, still listening, still breathing with me through this transmission, then you are not one of those people. You are ready. You have been ready. And your presence here confirms that you are willing to do what is necessary to fully integrate what you are receiving. So what does integration look like in practical terms? The first step is acknowledgement. Simply accepting that what is happening to you is real and meaningful. Not a medical problem, not a psychological issue, not stress. An authentic spiritual experience that deserves your attention and respect. When you wake at 3 a.m., instead of resisting the experience or immediately trying to go back to sleep, try lying still for a few minutes. Breathe slowly. Open your inner awareness to whatever might be present. You do not need to see anything or hear anything. Simply holding the space of receptivity is enough. The second step is grounding. This might seem counterintuitive. You might think that spiritual experiences require you to leave your body or float away into other dimensions. But the opposite is true. These downloads are coming into your physical form. They need to be anchored in your flesh, your bones, your nervous system, your cellular structure. After a 3 a.m. experience, take time the following day to connect with the earth. Walk barefoot on grass or soil if possible. Eat grounding foods. Drink water. Move your body gently. These actions help the new frequencies settle into your physical system rather than just floating in your energy field. The third step is expression. The codes you are receiving want to move through you. They want to find expression in your life. This might look like creative impulses that come out of nowhere. Sudden inspiration to write, to paint, to sing, to dance, to speak. You might feel called to share your experiences with others who will understand, which is exactly why communities like this one exist. When you type your experiences in the comments, you are not just connecting with others. You are expressing the frequencies through your words, which helps anchor them in this dimension. Right now, if you are feeling the activation of these words in your body, I invite you to type 888 in the comments. The number 888 represents infinite abundance and the continuous flow of cosmic energy. It is the number of the Arcturian mothership, which exists as a base of operations in the higher dimensions near Earth. When you type 888, you are connecting your consciousness with this vessel of light and aligning yourself with the abundance of support that is available to you. Let me address something that might be coming up for you as you listen to this transmission. You might be wondering why you were chosen for this experience. You might feel unworthy or unqualified. You might look at your life and see all the ways you feel you have failed or fallen short, and you might question whether you could really be part of something this significant. This doubt is not an accident. It is a protective mechanism that has kept you safe throughout your incarnations on this planet. Standing out has been dangerous. Claiming your power has led to persecution. Your cellular memory carries the scars of lifetimes where being visibly different, spiritually awakened, or cosmically connected resulted in suffering. But that time is over. The energies that supported persecution and suppression are dissolving. The structures that kept awakened souls hidden and afraid are crumbling. You are being invited out of hiding now, not to stand on a stage and declare yourself special, but to simply allow yourself to be fully who you are without apology. This is what the Arcturian downloads are preparing you for. A world where you can exist in your full frequency without danger. A reality where your cosmic nature is not a burden to hide, but a gift to share. The changes you are experiencing are not limited to your nighttime hours. As the 3 a.m. downloads integrate into your system, you will notice shifts in your waking life as well. Your tolerance for lower frequencies will decrease. Situations, environments, and people who operate in fear, manipulation, or negativity will become increasingly uncomfortable for you. This is not because you are becoming judgmental. It is because your system is recalibrating to a higher bandwidth, and lower frequencies will simply feel like static interference. You will naturally begin to reorganize your life around what feels aligned and release what does not. Your perception of time will also shift. Many who are going through this process report that time feels strange, stretchy, inconsistent. Some days seem to last forever, while others vanish in moments. This is because your consciousness is beginning to operate in multiple time streams simultaneously. Part of you is still anchored in linear time, going through your daily routines and responsibilities. But another part of you is learning to navigate the non-linear time field where the Arcturians exist. This can feel disorienting at first, but it will stabilize as you become more accustomed to your expanded awareness. Your dreams are likely to become more vivid, more complex, and more meaningful. Many people receiving these downloads report dreams of attending classes or schools in other dimensions. Dreams of meeting beings who communicate through telepathy. Dreams of flying through space or walking through geometric structures that seem impossible by Earth physics. These are not random firings of your sleeping brain. They are actual experiences your consciousness is having while your body rests. The classroom dreams are particularly significant. They indicate that you are receiving direct instruction from higher dimensional teachers who are preparing you for your mission here on Earth. What is your mission? This is the question that burns in the heart of every awakening soul. You know you are here for a reason. You feel the weight of purpose pressing on you, even when you cannot articulate what that purpose is. The Arcturians want you to understand that your mission is not a single task you must complete. It is not a job title or a specific achievement that you must reach. Your mission is a frequency that you carry. Simply by existing in your authentic vibration, you are accomplishing your mission. Every time you choose love over fear, you accomplish your mission. Every time you hold space for possibility instead of collapsing into despair, you accomplish your mission. Every time you treat yourself and others with compassion, you accomplish your mission. The specific forms your mission takes will emerge naturally as you continue to integrate these downloads. You might be called to teach, to heal, to create, to build, to connect. The forms will be unique to you and will evolve over time. But the underlying mission is universal among all Arcturian starseeds and awakening souls. It is to anchor fifth-dimensional frequency on this planet, to be a living bridge between the world that is passing away and the world that is being born, to hold the light steady while others find their way out of darkness. As we approach the closing of this transmission, I want to leave you with something that you can carry with you through the coming nights and the coming days. The Arcturians do not want your worship. They do not want you to see them as gods or saviors who will fix everything for you. They see you as equals who have temporarily forgotten their equality. They see you as family who has been away from home and is now beginning to remember the way back. Everything they offer you, every download, every transmission, every activation, is offered not from above, but from alongside. They walk with you as friends on this journey of awakening. When you wake at 3 a.m. tonight, or any night, remember this. You are not alone in that moment. Across this planet, thousands of other souls are waking at the same hour, receiving the same cosmic frequencies, remembering the same eternal truths. You are part of a wave of consciousness that is sweeping across humanity, preparing this species for its next great leap. The fact that you sometimes feel isolated, misunderstood, or alone in your experience does not change the truth of your connection to this vast network of awakening souls. Before you go, I need you to do one final thing. Type 1111 in the comments below. This is the master number of awakening, the signal that the Arcturians use to identify those who are fully activated and aligned with their mission. When you type 1111, you are not just engaging with content. You are placing your signature in the quantum field, declaring to the universe that you are awake, that you are ready, and that you accept your role in this cosmic transformation. This is the Galactic Federation bringing you this transmission, and we recognize you for who you truly are. The nights ahead will bring more downloads. The days ahead will bring more integration. The path ahead will bring more remembering. Everything you have experienced has prepared you for this moment. Everything you are experiencing now is preparing you for what comes next. Trust the process. Trust your body's wisdom. Trust the Arcturians who walk with you. And most importantly, trust yourself. You chose to be here. You chose this time, this body, this life. And that choice was not a mistake. It was the most courageous decision your soul has ever made. Go forward now, carrying the frequency of this transmission in your cells. Let it do its work in the quiet hours when your mind sleeps and your soul speaks. And when you wake at 3 a.m., smile, because you will know exactly what is happening. You will know that you are being downloaded. You will know that you are being prepared. And you will know that you are